YTBC, what's the deal? So I just wanted to get this little bit of information out there. This prospect, 2-0 prospect, 23-year-old guy, about 6'5", about 220. Oleksandr Teslenko, I've done a few videos on him. He will be in action April 22nd up there in Canada. He's a Ukraine guy, moved his professional career to Canada, has over 200 wins, has tons of international amateur experience. He was a really good amateur. I've broken him down before. Looks like a heavyweight Kovalev or a Triple G. You know, he kind of gives me that impression when I watch him fight. Good combination puncher, good footwork, good head movement. I mean, you only got to see him in 2 fights, but he doesn't look like a guy that has 2 fights. I mean, he looks very seasoned to be so young and only to have 2 fights. I thought Dylan Carmen was going to be on this card. One minute I saw him on the card, and then I just looked at it like 5 minutes ago, and he wasn't on the card anymore. So I'm not sure what was going on with that. I don't know if it was an error by BoxRec or what, but I seen him on the card. He's supposed to be on the same card like a week ago, and then now he's not on there. But Teslenko was fighting a guy named David Torres Garcia. I tried to look him up. I couldn't find him. He's 10-2. He's been knocked out one time. 27-year-old guy. All of his fights except one fight, every other fight was in Mexico. He traveled to Japan. He fought Kayotaro Fujimoto. He got knocked out in that fight. Fujimoto, some of you know, the Japanese heavyweight champion. He fought Ishida a couple times. Thought Ishida probably won one of those fights. But I expect Teslenko to win this fight, although I haven't seen Garcia fight. I'm just assuming he'll win the fight. I tried to look him up, man, but I couldn't find anything on him. Usually a fight like this is supposed to be a winnable fight, so I'm expecting Teslenko to fight. Just getting the news out there that he's fighting. I would like to see him fight Dylan Carmen. I think that'd be a good damn fight, because if you look at this kid fight, man, he doesn't look like a guy with 2 fights. You know, he's not sloppy. You know, he looks very calm for a young fighter. But again, look at the opposition he's been in there with. You know, it's not like he's been pressed or pushed back or been clipped or knocked down yet. He's fighting downhill, but I like the way he places his punches, doesn't waste shots. He places his punches very well. I like that about him. Has a nice jab. He looks pretty damn seasoned. I'm telling you, he looks pretty damn seasoned. But I like to see him fight Dylan Carmen. I don't know if that's too early or if it's a fight that Carmen would want to fight. I know Carmen is the Canadian heavyweight champion. He had a fight of the year in 2014 with Eric Baholi. Some of you guys remember Eric Baholi fought Lucas Brown. Carmen's the guy that knocked out Razor Ruddock, a 50-year-old, or 50, how old is Razor Ruddock? 50 or 51, knocked out Razor Ruddock. He also fought, who else did he fought? Silveira Luis. He had 2 fights with him, Carmen did. Got stopped, and then he came back and stopped Luis. And then Luis, he fought Oscar Rivas, gave Rivas all he wanted. That fight's on YouTube. It was a debatable fight. I think they gave Rivas that fight by split decision, or was it a close unanimous decision? One or the other, I forget. But the fight's on YouTube, and he was circling Rivas, hitting him with jabs, using his footwork. He made Rivas look like a plotter in that fight, you know. But it's back to Dylan Carmen, though. I like to see Carmen versus Oleksandr Teslenko. I think that'd be a good fight. If not, you know, this year, maybe by next year, you know, because, you know, Teslenko took his career to Canada. I'm sure he's going to come to the States sooner or later. But before he leaves, I'd like to see that fight up in Canada. I think it'd be an excellent fight. But just get it out there. Oleksandr Teslenko versus David Torres Garcia, April 22nd. I expect Teslenko to win this fight. YTBC, I'm out.